there may be one or two switches there in the set piece. Adam Thompson just having his second start as a number 8 for the All Blacks here. That, of course, is not his regular role. And we thought that McCaw might be in the number 8 position at the scrummage, and that was exactly how it was there. In from Para. Through goes Médard. Médard, who scored one of the tries for France at Dunedin 2 years ago. Dusatois, who scored one of the tries in the quarter-final 4 years ago. There are reminders wherever you look on the field here for followers of the All Blacks. Believe me, those defeats in the World Cup have really hurt. There's Maxime Mamors. Mamors through 2 tackles. He's got some space. And look who made the tackle, the Centurion. But it will be a France scrummage. What a start.
It's unbelievable.
Here we go.
I think we all felt it was New Zealand that had to come out the blocks, but it's France, they've beaten them to it. And interesting tactics from France. It's very, very simple. It's a lot of forward power play, pick-a-moles early on, Dusatois carrying, it's one-out stuff, but it's keeping New Zealand's defence honest, and it's tying McCaw down. It's tying him into the rucks early doors.
Both, okay.
Well, of the 22 selected by Lièvre-Mont today, 14 have finished on a winning side against New Zealand, with 6 of them having beaten the All Blacks twice.
Here we go.
We saw Ireland versus Australia, and Australia had a lot of momentum early on. They just couldn't get any points, couldn't get ahead, and France really do need to take them. Tried the drop goal, but they really need a penalty in front of the sticks.
Pause!
Well, Para rattled the upright, didn't he? And this time, it's a penalty. And the applause coming from Sam Whitelock. And that is 1 to the New Zealand pack.
Interesting, because Alan Roland saying he's popping out, he's coming out, but the last scrum 5 metres out, it was France that I felt had the upper hand. So tip for tap on that occasion. Let's have a look. Yeah, it was Rosexy that popped his head up, and once you do that, easy penalty for Alan Roland to give.
Well, there is a weak link in this France side, and I say that really in inverted commas. It is in the front row, Ducal, Konchachevsky and Pooks. I suspect if this was the World Cup final, none of those 3 would be starting.
It's the first time that New Zealand actually had the ball, really.
There's Whipple to Whitelock on the halfway line. Wepu again. Certainly Terry Wepu's persistence has been rewarded. He almost went to Europe 2 years ago. But there's Nono, and Nono's through the gap. Oh, terrific step from Nono. Can he go all the way? 4 metres out. Now the alarm bells are ringing for the French. Carter, superb. Tag! And Thompson gets the try. The first time they've threatened, and the All Blacks have got the opening score.
Devastation for France. They have had all the play. Sloppy line out. Couple of phases. Weepu looking sharp. And then the change of direction. And mismatches. Nonu in between the 2 back rowers. They've got to do better than that. Try's got to do better. He's got a great step. Slowed it up by Vincent Clerc. But here just not exactly deep, but they just had the skill. Carter here showing his class, the little pop pass, Israel Dag 2-on-1, easy finish for Thompson.
It was a terrific touch from that man, wasn't it? Oh, 66% starting off. The percentages have slipped a bit, but the All Blacks have weathered the early storm and got the opening try.
Just shows the class of Martin Nonu. I've got him down as a battering ram, but they use him well. Was that forward? Thought it might be early in the when I first saw it, but maybe it was just a flat pass. You've got to give it. Touch judge right there.
So Para with the restart. There's Kahui. Kahui's played on both wings now. Rutu to Carter. That time it was Bonaire. The ball's been taken back in, so Dag can't go directly for touch again. Para was playing the sweeper. Here's Picamole. Running straight into a wall of black, though. Where are the white jerseys? They get there, but they take a while. Para. Referee says that challenge was fine. Here's Carter with plenty of time. Well, it was well anticipated by Damien Try, but he chose to allow it to run into touch.
Yeah, it was well anticipated, but he's got to get on his bike. He was just trotting across. It was the obvious call for Carter, a wiper kick. He needed to get on his bike and get across there and stop that.
Change of shorts for Monsieur Georgievski. It's a real test of French character now, isn't it? They enjoyed so much of the territory and possession in the first 10 minutes, but now they've suffered a setback. We will really see what this French team is made of. That's Luc Ducalcon down on one knee.
But interesting as well, from the kick from Dag, the chase was so much better. Having been cut up early, the chase was a lot better by New Zealand.
Bonaire again, this time at the front of the line now. The third line-out take of the match so far. Oh, and Yashvili's kicks, harsh charge down. There's Wepu, out to Carter. It's a little bit fast and loose. Dag did well there to Nonu, can start it off again. That's meant for Corey Jane. And once again, Damien Try was there waiting for it. Yashvili, back to Para, and once again, a clearance kick from France is charged down, and Rougerie is on hand. Well, first of all, Yashvili, and then Para.
Well, they are very one-sided, both left-footers. Yashvili kicking from his wrong foot from that side, should be with the right foot, but he needs to get his blockers in. Whitelock, I mean, he's very tall. You need to get a blocker in there, and Para, again, it's Whitelock. Really impressive. 2 minutes, 2 charge downs.
Sam Whitelock quite literally putting his hand up, isn't he, in that starting berth in the second row. Ali Williams, one of those 2 replacement second rowers on the bench for New Zealand tonight. This time, penalty to France.
Crazy by Thompson.
Let them come to you, don't go to them, number 8.
There, Alain Roland's telling him, warned him as well, just get out of there, do not. I mean, that's just such a relief for France. Pressure. Now Try can use his right foot. Now both Para and Yashvili should have a conversation and say, let's take the pressure off ourselves, let's use Try's right foot. He can kick very long. Good line out. They've started well in the line out, France. Pape and co. Good call, but as you see here, Thompson just slides in there. That is poor play by him.
Georgievski to the tail, to Picamole. There's Mamaz, we've already seen one good break from him. Para and Try, just running straight into Kahui. And they've got it. There's Dag. That's Whitelock. Just inside the French half. Well, they've settled down so quickly now, haven't they, the All Blacks? In almost every respect, they're on top. What a change it is after the first 10.
Damien Try has been absolutely smashed every time he's got the ball. Had the crossfield kick, landed on his back, and Kahui here. Timing is perfection. Huge hit. And then watch Richie McCaw straight in the back and over the top, turnover 1. Fantastic hit.
Kevin Milamu, his 88th cap today. That's the right line. There's Wepu, Corey Jane. Another weaving run, and Jane is through. And I'm afraid that was all too easy.
Wow. There were question marks over New Zealand's attack. They've been very direct in the past couple of games using Nonu, but with Wepu at 9, what timing of this pass. Look at the delivery. Looks as though it's going to Nonu. France would have seen that, but Corey Jane, what pace. Didn't even have to hand off. Just brilliant sleight of hand by Wepu. And then Jane, the snake run to the try line, and that's poor. Poor from Medard. Awesome finishing by New Zealand.
Well, I know the fellas in the studio were saying just how experienced this France team is. 634 caps between them. Just once in the last 4 years there's a more experienced starting 15 lined up for France in a test match. That was in March this year when they played Italy and lost. Jane's had his injury problems this season. Timed his return to perfection though, as he did that run. So one miss for Carter. Can he atone? Indeed he can. He goes up to 99 points in World Cup rugby. Just 2 other New Zealanders have been through the 3 figures.
And here, Corey Jane, no one could see him, he's hidden. That was what was so clever. New Zealand's first options, a simple and a pure class. Piri Wepu, he's just got all the confidence.
So 12-0 to the All Blacks. The ball taken back into the 22, so no option to go straight for touch. There's Dag. Long wait for Picamole. Through that tackle. Looking for the offload. There's the support. Medard is there. He's spun around by Conrad Smith.
Well, the New Zealand backs are strong against the French backs at the moment. Try, he's been smashed. Medard, not even handed off. And that time, easy turnover. Really, really strong in that area. And France have got to look at themselves, especially in the backs. Rougeau, he's a big man, but Picamore's a weaker chase that time by New Zealand. That's what he does so well. But here, Medard again just gets schooled. Got to be stronger than that in contact.
The bilingual qualities there of Alan Moran. Helping both sides. Restez debout, stay on your feet, he said. There's Nonu, responsible for the break, which set up that first try. There's Wepu, Carter, Kahui. Pepe grabbing hold of a leg. Oh, and through goes Carter. He's got Dag. And now it's 3. And very, very swiftly, this has become a demonstration.
Well, France started so well and it was very simple, but New Zealand have shown that when you get your opportunity, you've got to take it. As Szarsewski looks a bit shocked, up to the sky. Carter, well, it's a mismatch, front row forward, meet and drink, great footwork, and a good push through support from Israel Dag. He was gliding, Carter.
Well, the All Blacks have won the last 23 tests at Eden Park. And the evidence of what we've seen so far, it's going to be 24 in the next hour and a half. So Carter adds the 2 points, and Israel Dag 2